No, I'm busy tonight, actually.
Hey, guys. Welcome to the Jerry Hotpants Club podcast. With me, as always, is Mr. America.
My name's Chris.
Back on Riot Control.
Luscious Eusafio.
We talked about that. Stop.
All right.
And
That was okay.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. And today we have a special guest. Today, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Zach Brewer, otherwise known as DW Brutal.
You are an NFT artist. What's the name of your NFT collection?
NFT artist, DW Brutal, and then the collection I'm coming out with is Vibe Knots.
Vibe nuts.
Vibe Knots.
Nice. So we want to run into something real quick. Today is July 6th, Wednesday, July 6th. It is National Fried Chicken Day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, we're filming on the 4th of July, so again, happy Independence Day. He looks like a bomb pop.
Looks like one of those rocket
Bomb pops
pops.
look like me.
Did you? Yeah, with this, you are one chiseled man.
Suck
You
it,
are
Pete.
so.
Suck the bomb pop.
I was just gonna get into the
What?
whole like complimenting
What?
each other thing. Remember, we had
It's
that talk
funny
this
because it's a
weekend?
bomb pop.
You can suck my bomb pop. You
There we
bastard
go.
ass. Okay, it's also National Hand Roll Day.
Hand roll?
The
What?
fuck is that?
Like hand rolling a joint or
Oh,
what?
no,
Maybe.
is it?
I have no idea. I'm asking you.
Yeah, you're supposed to research
Okay,
these things.
all right. I guess I forgot you can click the link here.
Okay, yeah.
Not how the internet works.
July 6th, July 6th ushers in National Hand Roll Day with the freshest flavor and style. The day encourages us to explore our senses by experiencing one of sushi's culinary pleasures.
Okay, now that makes sense.
Motherfucker, on Real Wednesday, we're going to get some sushi, and I have a reason
Down.
to. This is Fake Wednesday, but on Real Wednesday, we're going.
I had sushi yesterday from Meyer.
Did you end up getting some?
Yeah, because we kept talking about sushi, and then we weren't going to make it out to eat to get sushi. So I was like, well, Meyer's across the street. Screw you guys. And I went and got some.
He was so upset
Screw
about
you
it, right?
guys.
And then Austin the whole time like, gee whiz, man. You know, I want to go get some sushi. And then when we left yesterday morning, we stopped at this place called Tupelo Honeys, or Honey in Grand Rapids. And if you take Austin anywhere, he wants, man, you got chicken and waffles? And of course they did. And I swear to God, he lit up like a fucking Christmas tree. He's like, oh, yeah, man. Right? And the whole weekend, he's bumming cigarettes off me. Yeah, I started smoking again. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, it's temporary. So the whole weekend, he's bumming cigarettes off of me, right? And then we stopped somewhere along the way, and I'm like, well, I guess I should buy a pack. You know, he's gotten probably 30 cigarettes off me in the last 2 months or whatever. And he pulls out like 250s and 200s, and I'm like, motherfucker, you're going to buy me a pack of cigarettes right now. He's like, but gee, what do you...
All right, let's keep this going. So,
Okay, so-
Zach's here to talk NFTs. We're going to mention crypto a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's
He's on the
start.
yard still.
Zach, when did you first hear of crypto? When's the very first time you heard of crypto?
So, this is going to bring up regret, too. So, in
You're
Bitcoin
in
was
the right
famously
place.
6 cents for a long time.
when I started going to the YMCA, like 2015, the guy there, his name's Wayne, he told me to buy Bitcoin in 2015.
Yeah.
So in 17 would have been the first boom, you know, and so that's when I first heard about it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then I'll tell you a little bit, when I saw him again at a different gym in 2019, he told me again to buy it, and I bought in.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I do not want to look back on this again. And
Okay.
do that. Yep.
So what? Now, you previous to like getting into what it is you do now, what was the last thing you did for a living?
So the last 2 jobs I've had were, you know, working in recovery from substance abuse as a coach, and then a health food store on and off for years. Yeah, so health food stuff is kind of big in my spectrum as well.
But working for somebody was very unfulfilling.
Yeah. I've worked for other people since I was 11, dude. I've had a job since I was 11.
And so it kind of encouraged you to say, you know what, enough. I want to be my own boss. And what led you to this avenue that you're in? And why don't you kind of expand a little bit on where you kind of started when you decided?
When's the first time you heard of NFTs?
So the first time I heard of NFTs, let me think real quick. Oh, okay. So it was actually pretty quick after crypto.
Really?
So at the end of 2019, bought into crypto, I started researching Ethereum. And when I got, and then Ethereum was like the first thing I was like, what the hell are these even, what do all these coins even do? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I got into Ethereum and like their official like website, and I was like, I seen that people sell art on Ethereum. I said, what the fuck is this? And I looked deeper into it, and NFTs, one avenue of NFT is selling art. This dog is all about my
Bro, you gotta push him away and then ignore him, or he's gonna keep doing that till he humps you because he'll like you.
He's gonna hump me on the
He will
show.
convince
Come on,
himself
Helix,
that he
don't do
loves
it.
you.
We had to do
Okay.
the same thing with Yusuf, keep pushing him away.
Yeah, so I researched Ethereum and I found out what NFTs were. So that would have been end of 2019, early 2020.
Okay.
And to answer Pete's question, COVID, dude. COVID is what changed my life.
Yeah.
And I was already selling art. End of 2019, early 2020, I was selling those face sketches.
That's right. I bought one of those from you.
Yep, that's how I got my start. And
We're gonna have to. Can we put up a picture of some of his stuff as we go along here?
Sure
Think that'd
can.
be a good idea. Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you some good stuff, and then
yeah.
so yeah, we can put Pete's sketch, his face on there. That was a good one.
Yeah,
and then,
Pete's face.
So I was already selling art. I was working at the health food store. COVID happened, and I got put at home, right, like the rest of us, for like a month and a half. And I fucking took off with social media crazy. I learned how to do some marketing that way. And then I learned where people were selling NFTs. And, dude, I started selling a lot of art through NFT, through digital art. So there's so much I need to explain about that, what that is. But that is what happened. COVID changed my entire life in a positive direction with being self-employed and all that. I quit my job. I went back to work for about a month. I said, fuck this. After COVID.
Because the landscape had changed, right? Like
Yeah,
you
I
had
had
all
an
these
option.
rules and things that were changed in a post-COVID world, right?
Yep.
And you said, tired of making other people money. So how long have you been interested in being... What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, buddy.
How long have you been interested in putting your art to work? Meaning,
He's an
making a living?
entrepreneur.
Yeah, like there's like so much to this to answer.
You got time, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, I've drawn my whole life, right?
When did you first realize you liked doing that?
Drawing?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I remember being in art classes that my mom put me in at like 6. And then,
I can't draw with shit. Straight lines, circle, like nothing.
dude, that's a whole other tangent. Like, I'll
But
get on,
he's
'cause
good
I
at
think
everything
everybody's
else.
an artist,
Yeah.
man. But so I went to, I'd say between like 12 and 16, I filled like 3 books of art, just for fun. And I've always drawn people.
Yeah.
And then, I wanted to draw like Da Vinci. Like remember those old sketches, the realistic type work.
Yes.
And I couldn't. And I remember one point, like 16, 17, being like, I'm never going to be able to fucking draw like that. I'm done. And I actually quit because of active addiction and that thought process that I can't draw the way I like think I should be able to. I didn't draw for like a decade. after
Really?
that. Yeah. Yep. It was when I got clean and like remembered who I was that I started to, man, I remember I fucking love art, and
Lost Dreams Awaken, right?
Lost Dreams Awaken, 100%, man. Yeah. And then a little bit more about that. Anyone can draw. Adventure Time
Yeah.
fucking changed my life.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude, because I saw that show and I thought this fucking show's terrible. The art. And then I like fell in love with it though.
I liked Adventure Time when I always used to watch it.
Yeah, I fell in love with it. And
Nerds!
I fell in love with
Listen here, Anime King over there.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about my
exactly.
anime.
Weren't you
man.
dressing up like a kid?
Time out. You're doing that thing again where, you're talking when you're not supposed to. Remember?
apologize.
We brought that up.
He can talk sometimes.
No, I think we just got
just
to.
banned.
We need to limit him.
They banished me for real.
just run the equipment.
I know.
You're doing too much.
Why has he even got a mic?
We don't know. We didn't buy him one. He just showed up with it. He was like, gee whiz,
I
guys,
bought
I'm here
4
to work."
mics and I was like, let's do this. Like,
Yeah.
Where the fuck were we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Adventure Time. Okay, yeah. So I thought it sucked. I fell in love with it. That show made me realize like it's about love and detail, art, and
Yeah.
because the amount of love and detail that Pendleton Ward puts into that is what makes it magical. And it's not Da Vinci work. It's not realistic shit at all. But it's fucking magical. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
It's a style.
that helped me.
it's the art. Yeah, every time I get a tattoo, I always tell the artist, like, put your own like artist thing. You know what I mean? Like do it your way too. Don't just do it like how I want it. Like make sure you put your, because it'll make it better if they put what they can do well into it. You know what I mean? Be an artist,
dude. The best thing somebody can do for me if they commission me for art is to say, here's like 2 ideas, but please do whatever you want. And that's like gold sold. I'll do your commission.
Yeah.
They got a bunch. I had this guy one time. He's like, I want, oh my God, it's Manny. Anyway, he's like, I want all this stuff. And he like told me for like 45 minutes exactly what he wants, dude. I said, I will never do this commission because, I would show him it. I guarantee I'd show him it and be like, no, this is what I was thinking. And it's like, you can't get somebody's brain.
You just
on
want
paper.
someone to give you like an idea and then be like, be an artist. And you're like, okay.
That's what art is, I think. Like, true artists don't do art for anybody else. They do it for themselves. That's the way you're supposed to do it. I heard a musician say that one time.
Well, you're bringing...
And I mean, granted, he's
imagination into physical like existence.
Well, exactly, and you go to somebody and you say, "I like." There was nobody. I had the idea, the one painting that you did for me, or the one sketch you did for me. I had that idea for a long time, and I started to see the things that you were doing, and I'm like, "There's nobody else on earth that could do this." And it hangs up in my house right now, and. My dad didn't want to at first because it had a cuss word in there. And then I tried to, I sat down and I explained to him everything behind it. And then he, on his own, picked up the portrait that you did of me and Mom and hung it right next to it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's so special.
Yeah.
I love going into people's houses and seeing my work or hearing stuff like that. See, now yours was good, right? You said Dark Tower. That was like it.
Yeah.
And I was like, good to go,
Yeah, and because there's no like official drawing of what it is anywhere, it's like just all people's ideas. The ideas that I keep seeing people draw is like some already existent, tower somewhere else in the world adjacent to a castle or some shit, and you came up with something completely and wholly unique to it.
Yep.
You knew to add the roses to it, like it was perfect, and. And that was another step in your journey, right? Like you started with doing the sketches, which, there's so many great ones that he did. And then where'd you go from there? What was your next move?
Yeah, dude, it's funny. I was just looking at this yesterday because somebody asked me about the sketches and how I got my start. And the first thing I did was, I don't know if you ever saw it, but it was this Day of the Dead chick.
Yeah.
Okay, with really long, beautiful hair.
Yeah.
And that was the first thing I colored. So this is another thing about me as an artist. I never colored anything until I was like 33.
Really?
It was all black and white. That's what I like. That's what I personally like to make and buy. But anyway, I colored that Day of the Dead girl, and I was like, oh my fucking God, I know how to color. And the thing about digital art, right, is layers. So I really studied how to use layers, and it changed my whole life once I realized how to do that. So that was the first thing I colored, and then after that, I had a lot of confidence to try new shit, like that Dark Tower sketch. And now, dude, I've gotten full blown into art and even painting with a digital brush, and I'm learning a lot.
We see the work come across our feeds every day, and I love it. I adore it. I absolutely do. I wouldn't just say that anymore because I'm not about blowing smoke. But there was a time where you were trying your hand at tattoos. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And so what led you to come to that conclusion? Why did you attempt that?
Well, tattoos are fucking awesome.
Yes.
A lot of encouragement from friends and my wife who said I could do it, right? They all thought I could. And... wow, where do I start with that? So after I did a bunch of those face sketches, I had enough money to buy tattoo equipment. That cost me about like $1,500 to get a good setup, and which was awesome. I used all my face sketch money to buy all that tattoo equipment. I was bound and determined to be a fucking tattoo artist. Like, I'd almost changed all direction. I had this NFT in front of me. I had the face sketches. I had tattoo artists. I'm like, I'm fucking doing tattoo artists. I asked 5 people to apprentice me. They all said no. And so then I just started practicing on my own, and I did this online course. And this is the shit I'm always afraid to talk about, right? But I'm excited to talk about it today because fuck them.
100%.
That's the attitude we like on this show.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did some online courses, and then I tattooed the shit out of my own legs, and then I finally had a couple friends, who are like, "Fuck yeah, please tattoo me." We got friends that are like, "Put anything on me." Please.
Clearly.
Yeah, please tattoo me. So I had that. I had a few people. I had some free skin. My wife. And, dude, the first few I did, I was like, I think I'm pretty good at this. I've seen worse shit come out of shops.
Yeah. Yes.
And then, so I really struggled with it, though, because I didn't apprentice. And nobody ever directly told me this, but I know from forums and online and shit, like, if you weren't sponsored and you weren't an apprentice, you're a dirty fucking house tattoo artist. You know what I mean? And so
Ouch.
there's some real impending doom. There's some gatekeeping major shit going on in that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is smart. I get where they're coming from. But I had to build, long story short, I decided to build my own fucking door. And then I think this too, right? Sorry if I'm just rambling, but
No, keep going.
if everyone had to have an apprenticeship, the first person who ever tattooed somebody did not have a fucking somebody.
Right, they got their hands dirty and figured it out, right?
Figured it the fuck out. So I built the door.
Cool.
That's what's up, bro. You had to get in the dirt and get your hands dirty, and you figured it the fuck out. Like, bro, hats off. That's where it's at. That's the original
That's the American way, yeah.
Yep.
Build the fucking door.
Build it.
Now I cannot tattoo as
America.
good as the guy. Yeah, fuck yeah. Apprenticeship would fast forward you to being a lot better, faster. Obviously, so everything I've had to learn on my own and through trial and error. But I haven't fucked one up, and I'm really proud of every one of them I've done.
That's what's
All
up.
right,
Hell yeah.
so NFTs. I want to get into NFTs. Real quickly, crypto is digital currency. So what's an NFT?
Okay, so the reason crypto, to touch on that a little bit, gets tied with NFT is all NFTs use blockchain technology.
Okay, and blockchain is different than crypto, a cryptocurrency. There's many cryptocurrencies, and they use different blockchains.
Correct. Yes. So let me explain it, because it makes sense for NFT and crypto. Okay. A blockchain is a way to prove transactions, and it's all public display of who's and what's or what is in whose accounts.
What is in whose?
Yes, what's in whose.
Is that like boats
That's the
and
next
hoes?
book.
Okay.
You basically need blockchain technology to show that there's the currency is actually in somebody's wallet. Mm-hmm. Okay, because otherwise you could just say it, and they had to have technology behind it to show who has what currency. Okay, that's what blockchain technology does.
It keeps a ledger, right?
Yeah.
So there's so it sounds, crypto's famously always been said that it's like anonymous, but actually
it's trackable.
Exactly opposite of that. It just doesn't have your name tied to the wallet. It's got
You can be completely anonymous with crypto until you fucking need that money out. Okay, because once you need it out, everything's going to be traceable.
Right.
Unless you do some super illegal shit and pull it out overseas,
We wouldn't know how to do it.
I would like to learn how to do that.
Different podcast.
No, let's make it that podcast.
We'll wear masks.
all NFTs are on a blockchain.
Yes. Okay. So it's explaining blockchains explains how. Okay. So this is what everyone asked me is why the fuck would I buy? Now I'm going to talk about NFTs that are art. That's one form of NFT.
Right. And NFT stands for
non-fungible token.
Fungible.
Yeah,
Fungible
meaning
means
it can't be reproduced or copied. There's one.
Right.
Now there are other forms of non-fungible, other forms of NFTs.
Right.
Okay, that aren't just one. Mm-hmm. But NFT art, I'll talk about first. I'll tell you guys some other shit.
Okay.
But for NFT art, you need blockchain technology because if I pulled out my phone and said, Pete, I'll sell you this JPEG, right?
Okay.
You'd be like, why the fuck would I buy that JPEG when I can download it on my phone?
Right.
Because it is not non-fungible. It is just a JPEG. Right. Anyone can download it. Anybody can save it. You can put it on the background of your computer, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Now, an NFT JPEG, NFT art, what I sell, it's tied to a blockchain, and therefore is provable ownership of that JPEG. Okay? Right. So let's say a Pokemon card is a good example to use. Okay. If you had a non-fungible token Charizard, and there's one of them in existence on the blockchain, and you own it to your wallet tied to your name, everyone knows you own the real one. If you download it and save it on your background on your phone, nobody gives a fuck. If you got the one that you bought that's worth $10,000, really worth money, it's a real thing. So it's proof of ownership of digital assets.
So if all the Pokemon cards in existence didn't exist, but they all existed on the blockchain, it would be like the same thing as if they really existed. You would just have the digital. They would just be in the digital realm.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen in the future.
So does it create a higher value?
Different than physical?
Yes.
No,
because you can provide proof of ownership, or
there is the key takeaways for people that are looking at, like, when trading cards come into NFT, which they are, UFC, Top Shots, basketball, that shit's already there. The difference
really,
is,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
no shit.
The cool thing is that card will never get coffee spilled on it. It'll never wear and tear. You sell it in 15 years to somebody, it's still just the digital perfection that it was. And because
the comic books, how they,
Are they doing comics this way now too?
This
really?
Oh yeah, music. Cool thing with music, Chris and I tried about before. You can buy into royalties. You can buy. Nas will put out a new song, and you can buy a percentage of the royalties that song makes for life.
Right.
It goes into your NFT.
So it's
wallet.
like buying a. It's like buying a stock in that. It's like buying a stock almost. So you own a piece of the company. You own a piece of.
I'm glad you said that, because I was kind of just thinking about. Is it kind of almost like the stock market in a way?
Yeah, it's like how you own a piece of the company when you own stock. You're buying a piece of the company. NFT, you own you either own one piece of art, or you can have one piece of art that multiple people own pieces of. So you could own one song in a community and then split the royalties.
Nice.
They're going to start doing NFTs for things like apartment complexes. So rather than you investing in a stock in the New York Stock Exchange, you could buy like the apartment complex down the road. You could invest some money and get a certain number of NFTs, and then you could collect monthly pieces of the rent. And then there's utilities that go along with a lot of NFTs. Like if you own, like you could buy like a digital concert ticket, so you could get into the concert. But you could sell you could own one of his NFTs, and it would give you the right to attend a special event that he's throwing. Things like that. There's going to be lots of stuff tied to them.
Yeah, that's like what Ozzy Osbourne just launched a NFT collection, and I believe it gave you first dibs on tickets, VIP passes.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you just like, dude, it's cool too, right? You bust out your phone and you're like, your NFT is the proof of fucking you're part of the club.
Yeah,
and that's what people really like about it.
Some places will let you get into like the VIP section of the airport or something. There's other stuff. There's lots of stuff that.
Dude, this one company, bro, you own the NFT. You can stay at any Airbnb they own in the USA.
Really?
Oh, shit.
For free, because you own the NFT.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
stuff like that's cool.
So then there's difference. So now, does the value increase or decrease, or does it hold the same?
Vary.
It'll vary, just like stock market as well.
Right.
Yeah, so there's a lot of other stuff in the world of NFT, dude. There's like pump and dump, where this whole not that kind.
Oh, okay.
There's this a whole group of people be like, look, we're fucking, we're buying this NFT right now. They shoot it up to a couple grand, and then all sell out to make money. But some dude, like, okay, Bored Apes Yacht Club. This is the most popular NFT there is.
Right.
Okay. I fucking owned one.
Yeah.
I sold it for $300 profit.
Yeah.
Do you know what they're worth?
You told me before. I don't want to hear it again.
$90,000 minimum. I made $300. I fucking hate myself. But
That shit makes me hate myself. I wanted to go punch a hole in my wall when you told me that.
You didn't
I'm
lose. You didn't lose anything. Remember,
didn't
you
lose
only
anything.
lose when you sell. You only lose once you sell. You only
shut the
only time
fuck
you
up,
can lose.
Chris.
Okay, I'm gonna take something aside really quick. The third shift guy at my store last night. This guy walks up drunken, has a $2 scratch off ticket. Right? He says, "I want $100. Give me my $100." And he scans the fucking thing, and he's like, and the machine prints out, and it says, "You have to take this to the lottery office." Basically,
Oh, you won more than that.
he won $30,000 fucking dollars, right?
Oh my God, where does he live?
No, hold on. No, I don't know. I didn't lay eyes on the guy. Now, this dude is. I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be working on a spiritual path, but this guy was like, "Give me my $100. Give me my $100." if he would have said it one more time to me, I'd have been like, okay, here you go. And then, like, took $100 out of the fucking ATM and put it back in the register, right?
Yeah.
He dug it out of the fucking trash and gave it to him. And so the guy got in his car with his... And I know, like, if it's the guy I am thinking of, like, he's a fucking turd. That's probably, you know, it's gonna go into a whole bunch of cases of fucking Busch Light. But who am I to judge? Fuck! Right? So,
Bro!
what are you pissing and moaning about?
I would have given him $100 out of my pocket, and I've been like, go with God. And then turn around, had somebody take care of it for me, and
Then
be
you
like, just give me $29.
Then
But
you
you
got to
can't
go to
gamble.
Lansing.
I can't,
No,
but
you can go to Saginaw.
Oh, there's one in Saginaw?
Yeah, but
I
that-
always wondered what I'd do if I ever hit a big lottery. I don't play lottery, but I'd put it in my sock and go to wherever and sleep in the parking lot. And then as soon as they open it up, I'd walk
like
in.
real deal, yeah, 100%. Oh, I hate money.
So the whole reason that I bring that up is, like, you're
Lottery.
sitting here kicking yourself that you made
Oh,
that
yeah.
$300 profit, and
Yeah.
it's going for what now?
90,000.
Is there lottery NFTs? Is there a lottery?
They all are. Okay, so PFP Collectibles, which is a profile picture, that's what Bored Apes is, right? So the people who want to flaunt and represent
Yeah.
are buying a PFP, and it's going to be their Twitter, Instagram picture, right?
Right.
Now, those are like the social clubs. If you've got a Punk or a Bored Ape or an Azuki or some of these other ones, you're fucking known. Okay, it gives you status. It's kind of crazy, but they're worth a lot of money, and it gives you
like having a
status.
Ferrari.
It's like having a
or something,
like a car.
The reason I said all that, though, to answer your question, those are all lottery. You do
Okay.
not know if they're going to go to the moon, as they say. They're all a gamble.
Well, I say about crypto and NFTs, I heard Gary Vee talking about it, and he was like, well, just in like any industry, there's going to be some bad companies. So when you get a bunch of shit coins, or you get there's going to be some NFTs that aren't going to be worse. There's going to be a bad investment, and then you're going to have some that are really good investment. You know, blue chip stocks, things like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, Bored Ape Yacht Club.
That's
you
a
know.
blue chip NFT,
Right.
exactly. And there's so much junk, so much shit. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's really hard. And that's when you talk to anybody who's ever actually looked at it, who's against it. That's the reasons why they're against it.
Right.
Because there is so many scams and so much shit.
You want to talk about scams? We can talk about the central bank right now.
I know.
Let's talk about crime in the central.
Exactly.
Let's talk about it.
No,
So my
that's
que-
not, but the crypto is the solution.
My question then would be, like, so if there's all this junk, like, who was the guy? Jordan Belfort, right? He got rich off penny stocks, right? Isn't that where he started?
Yeah.
Was just junk stock, and he sold the fuck out of it.
He was a natural born salesman. He still is, still kicking it and doing the damn thing.
Yeah. So
No,
is
he
it,
became a millionaire right away again.
I mean, are there people out there with the same mentality? That,
Oh yeah, you
that-
can flip junk. You can still, if you want to grind, you can flip the junk and make money.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you just got to pay attention and be at your computer. Like,
all day.
kind of day trading, or really? Because, dude, that would be.
Copious amounts of cocaine.
So then, why are all these, all the stereotypical chubby, zitted up, Code Red Mountain Dew drinking people that are like D&D all day? Why don't they just put their focus into this? Then
Well, I think some of them do. You guys should look at the
Is it
creator
the-
of Ethereum, Vitalik.
the mining.
Bring him up on the picture for
I've
the show.
seen,
Sometime.
I've seen him quite a few interviews with him.
Yeah, dude.
Just when you listen to him talk, you're like, is that a robot?
Yeah.
Is that a human being?
I think he comes
You're
from
like,
World of Warcraft too. You know, I think that's where he learned all this shit.
Yeah.
And wanted to create it. And that's where they do come from, and that's where they are. I think they are in that world. The people you just described.
So what about this?
Well, and I
what
mean,
about
no
this-
offense, I could borrow some money.
What about this metaverse? This metaverse.
Yeah, so metaverse is a term. This shit gets thrown around the wrong way. And metaverses, there's just so many of them up and coming. Nobody's created the one yet. Okay, you know Ready Player One?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world played that metaverse.
Okay.
That hasn't happened yet. Nobody's got the one. But there are some really cool up and coming ones. But just like what you just said, there's shit metaverses, and there's some of the blue chips like Sandbox, Decentraland. You know, these ones are established and good.
I think Nvidia had their own coming out too.
Yeah, there's gonna fucking Facebook will be the closest.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Here's the problem. Okay, this is what I wanted to get
I don't
into.
want to wear those damn goggles.
Lieutenant Commander Data
All day.
reporting.
Right.
I want to.
Smoke some meats. My sweet baby Rays. It's my Zuckerberg impression.
You just blinked.
Oh, shit.
Once
Go
every-
get me another Red Bull, Yusuf.
He's slowing down. Does not compute.
Trying to detach from reality.
Trying to. He detached from it a long time ago.
I see blinking as a
sculpted
weakness.
by the hand of God. You are a Greek god, Christopher.
I'm pretty sure he's not real.
Who, Chris?
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Pete.
He's got dropped into Bay City for some fucking reason.
Assembled
Where
by
did
the-
he come from, as a matter of fact?
God took a mold of clay
How is it
and he
that I've
created
never ran
this
into him in 20
fucking
years?
beautiful human being here.
Him saying that just made me think of that. In 20 years, I've never once seen you until recently.
What? I didn't live here for 20. I lived in Kalamazoo for 20 years.
Well, how long have you been here?
5.
In 5 years, I haven't seen you until now.
Oh, you've seen me the last, 2 years because
The last year.
we have the same friends.
The last seven months, I started seeing you. You came out of nowhere. Are you fucking real? Are you fucking with me?
You want to touch me?
Later, after the show. All right, anyway.
What the fuck were we talking about again?
I was going to go off on a tangent.
Okay, go.
Go.
Okay, get it.
Go.
So, the problem with Facebook's, okay, is it is not crypto. And the reason that matters, again, is because of blockchain. All right? All right, so Facebook's metaverse, it's like, okay, Pete, you know what Fortnite is?
So I do, but I don't.
It's just
Okay.
a video game.
I knew
I know
that.
that-
I knew
yeah.
that Chris would know what's up. This is going to be my way of explaining this, though. Okay, Fortnite, you can buy coins in Fortnite, and you use those coins to buy shirts and weapons and shit. Okay,
Yeah. Okay, yeah,
You
we've
feel me,
talked
Pete?
about this.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You
Okay.
buy new clothes, you buy new weapons.
Yep, you use their coins to buy their shit, and then you're tied into it, and you can never do anything with it. Okay, now Facebook's metaverse will be the same way. You'll buy Facebook's coins, and then you'll be able to buy clothing and shit for your metaverse avatar, and you'll suit yourself up however you want to look in the 3D world with their money. I know. I see. Damn it! Why I said, give me one. No,
You quit caffeine.
I did. I don't want one.
Do you want
I got-
coffee?
Do I look like I need? No,
I got
I'm pretty
caffeineless
zooted.
caffeine in there.
Do you want some stackers, bro?
Give me fucking 4 stackers right now. All right,
Okay, so
follow me.
Yep.
where?
Facebook's coins will tie you into their metaverse, and you can buy their shit.
So you're not going to own your own shit. They own
Nope,
it.
they own it still. You buy it once, you're stuck with it.
Right.
A real metaverse will use crypto with blockchain technology. I can go into that metaverse. I can design you a cool ass Pink Floyd shirt. You buy it from me. You can fucking sell it to somebody else for real money.
So the kids will be able to have their characters, buy their little shirts and new weapons, but they still own them, and then they could sell their shirts and their new weapons to other kids later. So you don't just upgrade your character, you own
okay.
the shirt, and then so you own an asset that you could.
They're NFTs. That was what I wanted to tell you. The shirts, weapons, those are the NFT part. Okay. And that's why those can go up in value. Let's say we did
Yeah.
a fucking raid in the metaverse.
Yeah.
And we got the one gun. There's like 10 of these guns in the whole world, right?
Yep.
And we got one of them because we completed some crazy fucking mission.
Right.
We've got a rare gun worth real money. We could sell it.
Right.
For real money.
Or we could go
No.
find the other 9 and take them. Then we got all
yeah.
them bitches.
Yep.
No, isn't it like on Fortnite even or like World of Warcraft where people build their characters up to insane levels and
Yeah.
then they sell them?
Yeah.
They were selling them for actual
That's
cash?
where this shit stems from, bro. World of Warcraft is where like metaverses and crypto and shit stems from.
Yeah, and that's what they want it to look like, and not all sketchy like VR. They want it to look good.
legitimate,
yeah.
right?
Like they want it to be indistinguishable.
So
So they're
it-
going to give you drugs and plug you into the Matrix. Neo,
Yeah.
take the red pill, Pete.
I'd fucking
Take the red pill. Did you see CERN had a human sacrifice for their opening ceremony? Did you see it? CERN had a human sacrifice for their opening ceremony. Bunch of
You're
devil
damn near
worship.
sucking on this thing.
Bunch
Cool
of
story,
devil
bro.
worshiping Nazis at CERN turning on the
hold on.
collider tomorrow.
Cool story, bro.
Cool story, bro.
What do you mean?
Remember that they're devil worshippers at CERN.
Okay, well, yeah, I know that, or I believe that. So, what happened that you're saying they had a?
They're firing up the machine tomorrow.
Well,
turning on
that
the
has me
collider.
legitimately
A
scared.
reverse
but-
collider like they did before? Or what?
Yeah, the big one. It's
Yeah.
coming online tomorrow.
Oh.
And we got James Webb coming on with its pictures on the 12th. we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
They
Where's
did it
that at?
before,
Is that-
right? They did this
Yeah.
once before. They found the God particle.
Yeah,
The Higgs
they're-
boson. Yes.
That's why it's all funky and like the moment
got
I've been
more
hearing about it
energy.
last couple of days and I've been nervous and a little stressed out. I'm like,
I don't know.
"There's too
I don't
much
know why
going on."
everybody's so worried. Science doesn't exist. It's wrong anyway. So, okay, continue, please.
Yes.
Oh, you know, now I want to talk about that shit, dude. I loved when they found the God particle. I thought it was the biggest cosmic joke of science and spirituality at the same time. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please elaborate.
No. I changed my mind. I told Chris, let me come on the show and talk about why we don't talk about politics and religion.
No.
Oh yeah, that's right. Politics. That's a running like common thing, and I mean, it's like don't talk about politics and religion unless you want to piss
Bro,
people
I'm gonna
off.
put this
Yeah.
guy into office. I love how he just took care of that right away. He's like, no.
No. I'm able to discuss. You know, you got to have people that can discuss,
right.
which you guys probably can.
So
you know.
let's go. Where do you see NFTs going? Like crypto was like everyone was like, oh shit, this has value, and then people bought in. Like later on, like you said, like 19. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in 17, it was like you were like, oh shit, fear of missing out by. And what do you see like next? So there's crypto, and then there's NFTs. Is there something you're seeing that's like next after this? Or is it NFTs are going to evolve and crypto's going to evolve, and it's
Well, I think metaverses are definitely the big
Metaverse,
thing
right.
next.
Yeah,
but
right.
NFT has all these other ways. What's the word I want to use? Anyway, a bunch
it's
of
not done growing.
No, dude,
evolving.
and it can be. Think of this. Think of contracts, a non-fungible token contract
Right.
that's tied to a blockchain that everybody in the fucking world can check that it's there. I mean, it's what everybody's going to adopt. Amazon's got a blockchain department now. Like, it's the best tracking record
Right.
there is.
Smart contracts are getting to be important too. So smart contracts are when something happens, something else happens.
It's like
They're-
coding.
They're talking about doing it in real estate sometime soon. So in real estate, once the deed transfers and the money transfers, and the other person owns the house. So they're talking about. I think the first house was bought with crypto. Like a title company actually let crypto be the payment. Or a bank let it happen. The other,
Oh, wow.
I would bet.
yeah, so it's really sketchy. They don't like crypto in the banking industry for obvious reasons. And they're going to start doing things. So a smart contract can be when you do something, like you get something. So when you get your 40th hour of the work week, you could like automatically get paid.
Yeah. Yep.
Things like that.
It's
Oh,
coding.
nice.
Yeah, that'll all be
Now,
utilized, dude.
Didn't crypto take a dive recently? Like
Always.
The value took a huge dump.
Yeah, Bitcoin's
Yeah.
at like 20,000.
It always does. So
What was it before? So it's at 20,000 now.
It got up to like 65. Bitcoin did.
Oh, okay.
Or something
Wow.
like
it
that.
was topped out.
But you only lose if you sell. As long as you hold, as long as you still hold, you didn't lose anything because you still own your crypto. But if you sell at a loss, you just fucking sold at a loss. You could buy right now. It's very cheap.
Yeah, it's on sale.
It's on sale. If a bunch of people, say a bunch of big industrial, big commercial players or state actors decided they wanted to get into Bitcoin right now, it could go really, really high, really, really quick.
It's a game. Just
That's
like,
all.
I mean, stocks are like that too. Crypto's a little exaggerated. It's not as stable. So you'll see a 90% drop sometimes, which is massive. Big problems.
So do you have any like launches coming up anytime soon that you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, so a couple things I wanted to. So as an artist, regular artist in the real world, I make physical art for people, and what I offer is now I've got this pretty set. Say I did a commission for you, you can buy the rights to that, which is going to be more money, $450, $500. You can buy the rights to that, or I'm gonna sell you printing rights, your copy, sign, all that stuff for a lot less, and I'm going to keep rights. And what I'll do is, if I keep the rights, I make sure everybody knows this. I'm probably going to sell a one-of-one NFT online. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, some of my physical art stuff that I do for people gets turned into NFTs. To answer your question, I've only got 2 of those available online, and these are in NFT marketplaces, right? Like OpenSea and Foundation. And if you're not,
I
in
see
that
you
world,
post about OpenSea all the time.
yeah. Yep, these are NFT marketplaces. And
OpenSeas was like the big. They did Bored Apes, right?
so OpenSea is the marketplace, one of the marketplaces that you can buy on. But Bored Apes, you could buy on 4 different platforms.
Okay.
Yeah. And they'll all have different floor prices and shit based on who's posting where. It's going to, yeah.
Do you pull your crypto and NFTs off the marketplaces onto your own cold wallet?
Yes.
Or do you?
Yeah.
Some exchanges are insolvent and they could shut down.
Oh,
and
yeah.
steal your money. So
Yep.
you should own it outright and put it on your own cold wallet.
Dude, and that's something people don't understand about crypto and NFT. But if you're buying crypto on Robinhood, you don't own it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't even pull it off, right?
No, you can't go buy something with that.
You can pull it off at Coinbase and Crypto.com. And
Yes.
a couple others.
Yeah, you put it in your own wallet. You buy on Robinhood or Venmo or PayPal, I think you can buy on, right?
Yeah, I think
you don't
you
own
can pull
that
it off
shit.
PayPal, too.
Fuck no.
Right.
You buy in and you can make money, but
Right.
you can't use. I buy shit with Ethereum, dude.
Right.
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
I do too.
Yeah.
I buy things online too. And I can take pretty much any crypto on the planet. You can send it to me and I can turn it into cash on a debit card within like 30 minutes, depending on, maybe 30 seconds, depending on, yeah. I'll take payment in crypto for anything. I would take payment
I
in
would,
crypto.
100%.
You might want, if you're lazy, you might want to get paid in a stable coin. But if you're active, you could get paid in any coin. You just would turn it into cash right today if you needed it.
Dude, you make your own coin and fucking pay me.
Yeah,
I told Yusuf, so he was talking about helping me with my Vibe Knots. I said, I can pay you in crypto. Because my crypto is way more fluid, flexible, and it's not, because I haven't pulled it out, it's not tied to anything yet. But it's not, because I haven't pulled it out
You
yet.
can put in a car horn there, couldn't you?
I sure can. This guy's the Great White
no,
Hope.
you have to- Yeah, you can put it in air horn.
Beat taxes up.
That was in today's episode that came out when
Yep.
Jimmy says he's gonna lick someone's ass if they can find the IRS law. It goes brr, 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 brr.
Dude, let me tell a story real quick. You guys all know Jake Schultz?
Yeah,
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
He's a mountain of a man.
We're at this graduation party, and Jake's over here, okay? Like, I'm here talking to 2 people. Jake's, like, over this way.
Yep.
And he's eating a mountain of food. Jake, I love you, Jake.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
Not plausible.
He's got, like, everything, dude. Eating this mountain of food into it. Like, we're having this whole conversation. Jake's not even there.
Yep.
The guy across from me, Chris, he's talking about working, and he goes, yeah, well, it's all under the table tax-free money. And Jake goes out of nowhere. He goes, what? Jake's an accountant. Yeah, Jake's an accountant.
He's like tax-free.
It was the funniest thing, dude. I died laughing. He went right back to eating food, dude.
Which
Jake is
Chris
one of
was
the
it?
funniest people I know, dude.
Which
Kaylee's, Chris.
oh
Beep out tax-free money again.
yeah. No, listen, they know where he is at all times. He's a fucking dolt. But
Well, what was our last questions? I don't know.
well, I have one. I have one last question,
Let's
of
get
you,
it.
and that's do you? And you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. And this is not like a personal. If it's too personal a question, but do you make a good living doing this?
At times. This is a good question, okay? Because right now, no. And in the beginning of 2021, I could sell anything I turned into an NFT.
Yeah.
The market was so crazy and shit was so new. You could have put a picture of my bicep on there and sold it.
I like how you edited yourself there, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say your asshole,
Oh,
but you could, dude. And all my art sold every day. I'd be like, babe, I'd tell my wife, fucking 3 a.m. I just sold 3 NFTs. I would wake up and just check my emails because it'd say you sold an NFT, right?
That's addicting.
Oh, it was bad.
Oh my god.
My fucking dopamine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so that happened for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Dude. And then, okay, now let's talk the PFP collectibles, which I'm making. Vibe Knots. The PFP collectibles, I flipped one. I don't know if I want to say it. Yeah, I'll say it. I flipped one for $26,000.
Yes.
Now,
That's what's up.
I do not still have $26,000. Yeah. Well, it's a gamble, and I put it back into other stuff, and a lot of them didn't do well. But, you know, I understand.
There's
what
always
to
going to
keep
be
doing.
gambling in the stock market is just professional gambling.
Yeah,
And the stock market is a system that transfers money from the impatient to the patient, is a Warren Buffett quote. So
That's
if
very
you're
good
not
to know.
willing to
Yeah.
if you're not willing to hold on to something for
That's it.
10 years, if you buy it, don't buy it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you might be impatient in some of your purchases or in your dealings with NFTs and
Dude,
crypto?
I've made
fast money
if you-
good, right?
Yeah, if you go out, okay, this is the problem. Is early 2021 fooled me.
Yeah.
And so that stopped. You know what I mean? The NFT market didn't crash or anything. It doesn't crash like crypto does. It's different. It's art. We're talking art collectibles. This
Right,
doesn't.
right.
Yeah, it's not affected like that in a huge way. So anyway, but what changed was it got flooded. There's a million projects.
okay.
When there was only 50 projects, they all almost went to the moon.
So
dude.
supply's up now, so
Yeah,
demand's down, so
you
prices
got it.
come down.
You got it. Now you can still make good plays. You know, I mint a lot of free stuff. Actually, if you got to pay some gas, $20, get
Yep.
10 NFTs, and it's all gambling. You know, and you never know what'll happen with them. To answer the question, I think I make good money. I make my ends meet, and I make the same or more I made at a job.
Good.
Doing what I do with art.
That's all my.
This is your job.
That's it.
And you get to do it from home. You get to spend time with your family,
Full time dad.
and you set your own fucking schedule.
Yep.
And more importantly, right, you get time to come and hang out with us.
Absolutely.
See,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm blessed. You know, I'll put this out there just for transparency. If we wouldn't have been basically given a house with, you know, no mortgage payment, and my wife didn't want the career she has, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. So I know I'm blessed, and you know, we have a son with autism, and one of us has to be at home. And this past 2 years, we decided it was me. You
That's
know?
awesome.
That's good, man.
Cool,
That's
man.
what's up.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. And you're an example to a lot of us. Just so you know that, like, you're a
That's
good
what got
father.
me to do this with all the camera stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
Zach's over here doing it.
Dude,
I can do
you are the direct reason that we are doing this, whether you know that or not. Like,
Dude, let's talk about this.
Lead
Because
by
I felt like a
example,
terrible example for a while.
Yep.
I really did. Oh, dude, my kids and my oldest daughter is 21, or sponsees, or anybody, I'd be like, God damn, I just kind of draw art and live at home, dude. I make my wife work. What the fuck am I doing? And I really felt awkward about that, man. It took a lot of, like, talking to people like, and then there's all this stuff like society and what man should be, what a guy should be doing. I'm like, fuck, I ain't roofing, I'm not building shit, you know, and like I really struggled with that to take this leap. And
Yeah.
you know, thank God for my wife, dude, because she was all about
Non-traditional
it.
role of
Fucking A.
it's 2022, man. We got
Yeah.
all kinds of things are evolving, things are changing. There's different ways to make money. It's gonna keep getting weirder and weirder and weirder as this digital stuff keeps. I mean, you can digital stuff. It's not analog. It's not physical stuff. It's weird. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want.
yeah, it's making Ronald Reagan's bones hurt all the way under 6 feet underground.
Bring
Anyway,
up Ronald Reagan a lot.
What? For me,
He was a sex
you know, when you think of NFT, you think of art, and when I think of art, I think of like scarcity. I think of collectibles. I think of, you know, a store of wealth. You know, when I think of crypto, I always see the value of crypto being to exchange money exchange. But where do you think, like over it's like 50 years from now, like the NFTs that are blue blooded right now, or even the ones that aren't, could be worth a ton. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if the person who created them did well, or you know got famous, or you know killed somebody or something, got famous. You know what I mean? They could go through the roof. Like you don't know. You said it's gambling, but I just see that they
You
could
just gave
keep
me a whole bunch
increasing
of
in
ideas.
price over the next 50 years. One thing I talk about is what if Woodstock had sold NFTs for their tickets? So you had a digital copy of a Woodstock ticket. Would it be worth just as much as a physical ticket, or could you sell it? Would somebody be like, oh, I want that digital copy of that Woodstock ticket? You know what I mean? That's what I think about when I think of NFTs for holding value over a long term.
Do you guys say something?
Do you think they'll hold value and increase? Like,
Absolutely, dude. Okay, so when I think you're on the right track, Chris, 100%. And when I said gambling, that's like off the rip, the brand, you don't know. But when they're established already, I'm like a purist with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and NFT. I think that shit's going to change the world, personally. I think I wouldn't keep doing it if I didn't truly believe it's here to stay.
Right.
So as far as like a storage of wealth, like you said, 100%, dude. I think it's a great investment, especially if it's something that's already established. You can afford to buy in.
Yep.
Hold it for 10 years, like you said. Okay, think about this. This shit is brand new. 2021 was Punks came out 2017. 2017 was the first big NFT.
Right.
That's
Punks,
not even. That's 5 years.
Right.
Imagine 50 years from now to have a fucking Punk.
Right.
That's in my opinion. It'd be like having Charizard from 1995, right? You got the one Charizard, shadowless, fucking hollow, blah blah blah. That's worth. What I think Logan Paul wore one around his neck. He paid like $110,000 for.
Yeah.
That's 95. What if you have that in 2050?
Right.
That same car. It's only going to go up.
Yeah.
I think
it can. Yeah, it should only go up. Whereas money. Federal Reserve notes from 1913 are worth shit. You can't buy anything with $1 anymore.
Yeah, dude. Crypto. Okay. Not maybe crypto. Digital currency will replace our system, in my opinion. And it will probably be in the form of crypto, but it'll probably be in the form of a government's crypto. Right. A government's digital currency.
It's kind of scary that they own it.
Yeah. If they don't make it finite,
it's got to be decentralized.
This is what you wanted to talk about, Chris.
I don't like this. Yeah.
Hold on. How much time you got?
Hours. No. I if we need.
What I'm thinking is, what do you think about a part 2?
I'm game for anything, baby.
What do you think about a part 2?
What are we going to have the part 2?
We're just going to continue the conversation.
Oh, you want to cut this and then?
Yeah. What do you think? Or do we just keep going?
I kind of got to piss.
Why don't we? So we're gonna hit the pause button.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up and then come into a part 2. Let's.
Do you have a parting question for this segment for our esteemed colleague,
NFTs?
Usuf.
Me?
You.
Or we can go 10 more minutes and wrap the whole thing up. That's whatever you guys think.
Oh.
I'm
we're doing this
because
live.
he's starting to talk and I'm getting lost in the shit that he's saying because I'm like, yeah, like my brain is just sitting there going like, yeah, say more. Anytime I hang out with this guy, I'm like, keep talking. I love this guy. I don't have anything. I'm still lost in the information. He just downloaded onto me.
All right, then I'll tell you what. Instead of a part 2, we're going to just give you 10 more minutes.
I like that.
All right,
I'll come back on sometime too. Well, okay.
Yeah, you will.
What Chris wanted to talk about, and then he can go piss, is
lots of Red Bull and coffee, boys.
Bitcoin has a cap. That's
21
the
million.
magic.
Oh, yeah. It's 21 million, right? There's 21 million Bitcoins.
I think so.
Hey, how many Bitcoins do you think have been lost forever on old computers? That will never get back?
They're gone. They'll never come back.
Yeah, I think it's probably over 1 million. I would guess.
What do you
Maybe
mean?
more.
What do you mean?
Dude, nerds back in the day, right? So they mined Bitcoin, had Bitcoin on an external hard drive years ago. It probably lost in mom's fucking basement
Some old
somewhere.
computer somewhere, and they'll never be able to open the...
No.
They'll never have the keys for it. Even if they were to find it, they'll never be able to get into it.
Yeah.
Because you need some kind of digital key, huh?
Yeah.
Or a password
or
or
something.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, I can't listen. I don't know if I can do this.
But you know what else has happened in that same note? Those guys have gone in their mom's basement, pulled that hard drive out, and became fucking millionaires.
Yeah. Ooh. Boy, I don't know. I feel sick. I feel sick, man.
All this
I
money.
swear.
What the fuck?
I've seen other things that's going on with crypto where you'll rent out a piece of your computer while you're not using your bandwidth, and you'll rent your bandwidth, and they'll mine with your bandwidth. They can do it on your phone. There's an Israeli company that's doing it where they can mine with your phone. And
so then I got a question. Then, like, where does the Bitcoin itself come from? Like, if you're mining for it, like, where did they originate? How? I'd like this still.
It's a math problem.
Yeah, so
you got to solve a math problem. Your computer does, right?
Yes, it solves algorithms to mine. But to answer your question, Pete, me and you can go make a coin. Okay. Digital contract coin. This is what people go, what the fuck? I can't hold it in my hand. This is stupid.
That was me for years.
Do me and you agree that What's something you think's really valuable that you know is valuable? A sports card, a comic, something that you know. Gold.
A brick of gold.
Good job, Pete. That was
Gold.
the best answer you could have said.
How does gold's value get determined? Is it because we all agree upon its value?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's because the stock
Since the
market
dawn of
has
civilization.
I mean, I'm aware of the fact that you can only create gold in the heart of a dying star, so it limits the amount that actually exists. And it's the most precious metal on Earth.
Check
so.
out the big brain on the sky.
Hey, he complimented me, guys. Wow, we reached a milestone. Not only is it the 25th episode.
All the gold we can mine, though, is in the earth, so we're not getting it from any stars right now.
My point
I
is
hope you
we
bleed from your butthole later. Anyway, go ahead, Zach.
No,
Go ahead.
it's okay. My point is that we agree it's valuable.
Yes.
We agree that the Charizard Pokemon from 95 is valuable.
Right.
There's nobody that the creators of it didn't say, hey, this is going to be worth $110,000 in 2022.
Okay.
We all agree, and what proves agreeing is that we pay for it. Okay? So me and you go make a coin and we call it fucking Hot Pants.
Okay.
There are not going to be a lot of people that agree this is worth anything.
Okay.
The coin.
Right.
Bitcoin established itself, has almost a religious view of how it can change the world, and people agree. And that's what created its value.
Okay.
And then all the people buying in as well.
So then people bought these coins, and then they're on their computers, and now they're lost? I'm still trying to have it make
yeah.
So the real value in gold is having the physical gold.
Yes,
so in
yes.
Bitcoin, you have the Bitcoin. You have it. You have
Okay.
it. So it's so you can just like you have a pocket full of like gold coins.
Yeah.
You can have a pocket full of Bitcoins and like cross
In your
country
digital
lines,
wallet,
but
yeah.
you have them. You can get them. You don't need to have them physically like you do gold.
Right.
And you can own you can own paper gold. Like you can own stock market gold and shit, but some might say there needs to be an extra zero and multiply that by 2 or 3 to what they throw paper contracts at it and sell it and knock it down. I don't know. That's another story.
Yeah. So the thing with the wallet that Chris started to say is you have to there's a key code to get into this, and it's a set of words. It's like 15 words. It's hard to memorize in a set order. They're
Sounds
random
like
fucking
Winter
words.
Soldier.
I'll show you mine over there. I got a physical copy.
Don't fucking show 'em.
You keep.
You can show me.
I have an offline wallet that I have a USB stick to access it, but then my backup code is written on metal discs, and
Yes.
I take those and I give
My
them
man,
to someone
dude.
else to keep them in their house. So if my house burns down and I can't get to it, I can still access it because I have my.
That's what I'm talking about.
I won't tell you how many words it is, so nobody
Respect
knows.
for you,
Yeah.
dude. Now you can memorize that, and then you could go to another country, hop on a computer, log in, put your code in, and you can access your money forever, anywhere. The biggest issue, right, that somebody would argue is the EMT blows and all this shit's gone. The blockchain's gone.
Right.
But that's
I have, so the EMP, if the EMP goes
I
off,
say EMT.
yeah,
They're showing up.
If the EMP goes off, there should be some computers that are still untouched and are keeping records, and the blockchain should still exist, depending on whatever blockchain your stuff's on.
Yeah.
Is there stuff
And
like
so
on
I'm
a
supposed to
server? And
trust
if
whoever
that,
has those
I have
computers.
my USB sticks that let me get into my wallet are in a Faraday cage bag, so they'll be okay. And then I got a fireproof box.
Yeah, mine are in a safe.
I'm insane.
No, dude.
And I have
they should be on
$7.
metal, like you said, in safes. That's
I have
smart
the
as-
backup metal.
Yeah.
There's a few of them. There's
Yeah.
different ones. There's crush proof.
Okay,
there's
here's the
fireproof.
thing, right? Pete, you got crypto, and you I lost $1,000. I can't access it. There is nobody to call, bro. That shit's gone. There's no. You are the bank. You control
That's the
all
big
of
thing.
it
You are the
worldwide.
bank.
That's what's cool about it. There is no middleman. I give. You know what I mean?
I'm too impatient and impulsive with things. I couldn't. I don't.
You're gonna have to learn. You're gonna have to adjust.
Well, for now, I don't, so I'm not going to.
We'll bring you in, dude. We'll bring you in.
So,
look,
what's
party.
next?
Okay, so we reached.
Who's
Oh,
the
yeah,
who's
10
the
minutes.
who's the Bitcoin guy that says have fun being poor?
I don't know.
Or there's somebody there's some big Bitcoin guy that says have fun being poor, unless you get into Bitcoin.
Have fun having.
holy shit.
We'll
have
wrap
fun.
it up.
Okay,
Is that
yeah,
what you want to do?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. You said, what are your parting words back there?
When what is it? I started talking to Zach in 2019, I think. Maybe
Sounds
like
right.
the butt end of 2019, and he was talking to me about Bitcoin, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, if I can't touch it or fuck it, I don't want to have none to do with it. And like now, slowly as the years are going by, I'm like, yeah,
Slowly.
And now, like, I keep trying to get a hold of him. I'm like, tell me more. Tell me more.
Make a Coinbase account and buy some.
I'm just gonna pay him in crypto, and then he has to.
That's
Yeah.
we talk about that all the time, and that's what he tells me every single time. He's like, Yusuf,
Yeah.
just buy it and put it in your wallet and leave me be.
I know some Bitcoin millionaires, and they got into it because they were playing online poker and had to get paid in Bitcoin long time ago, and that's how they got into it.
Yeah, I know a dude who was buying steroids with it, and he said he had like 3 or 4 coins left over just from buying that. This is back like 2014 on the dark web, and he woke up one day to like $500,000
Whoa!
because he just hadn't you used it. Anyway,
Zach, what's your parting words of wisdom on this topic? Do you encourage people to get involved in this?
dude, my parting words would be to open your mind and check out the digital world. You know, like I think that when I think of like, the older generations who completely have their nose up to it, I would just say keep an open mind and check the stuff out. There's money to be made, but bigger than that, I wouldn't do it if I didn't have as much fun as I do. I wake up excited about NFT art, and I found a whole world of people in the NFT community that are fucking awesome, dude.
You know what's funny is I'm gonna kind of call you out.
Yeah.
Go back about 2 or 3 years ago. No, it was maybe 2. And you came walking in on a Sunday night, and your face was beat fucking red, and you were there for 5 minutes, and you were like, "Fuck this shit,
I'm out."
And you left, and like there was just this anger, and I saw it all over your face. I haven't seen that since you started doing all of this.
Oh yeah.
Like you're just.
Yeah. People should do what they love in life. You got one life, and there is not gonna be
Live it, folks.
Yeah, dude. Like I just saw this girl, right? And it was a quick TikTok, and she said, "You're gonna die anyway, so fuck it." And it just showed like all the stuff she does for life that she loves to do, and like, what's it matter, man? I'm gonna do what I love for sure. I have a big fear of having to go back to like normal. I don't know if I could at the point I'm at because I know I can make money doing what I like.
That's what we're trying to. That's what we're trying to do. Just like make
Fucking A, dude.
I don't want to. Yeah. Would you? Can I get you some zigzags with that? Would
You want me to tell you? The other day, I had maybe a. He's probably 62, 63-year-old man. Come to me wanting a job. He's already working at McDonald's, and he's got a second job over at Burger King, and he needs a third job. He wanted a third job because his
dollar isn't worth anything.
It's not worth anything, bro. Grown man, my grandpa, bro, kidding with me, intelligent, still there. He's got the car he retired in, probably, and I'm like, holy shit, like, it destroyed my existence, everything about what I like. I'm like, this guy right here worked his ass off all his life, retired, and now is working all these different jobs to make ends meet.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't.
I should say his Federal Reserve note isn't worth anything, which
I
should
don't
be
want to be
different
involved
than the
in that
American
in my
dollar.
future. That's why I'm like, I'll hustle my ass off and do whatever I got to do right
Hustle.
now because I do
Dude,
not
we're
want
all
to be in
hustlers.
that situation.
I'm a hustler, baby.
Dude, people like us are major hustlers.
I want you to know.
If you know how to apply it in the right thing, legal, and make money. That's why I came on here. Get the fuck out. That's why
We about to go.
We need more of him.
I know.
You are so quick and direct. It's like
Like,
I
yeah,
fucking
stop,
love
no,
it.
stop, go, stop, go.
Yes.
No.
One last more parting word. I came on this show because I support what the fuck you guys are doing so much by trying to make some money or trying to do something you love daily that can make money and just have fun. This is the shit that I'm all about. That's why I'm on.
I am trying to end the Bank of International Settlements and bankrupt the United States government and to have it start over. That's my plan.
he's trying to educate, and educators don't make money. I'm trying to entertain, and they make money. So we're going to come somewhere in the middle and play Ookie Cookie. For Yusuf, Chris, and our esteemed colleague Zach, everybody have a happy, what day? What fake day?
Wednesday.
I don't know. It's July 4th really today, so happy Independence Day.
Again.
Britain.
And
Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, happy
Happy
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
The 6th.
we're good.
Yo, peace.
No, I'm busy tonight, actually.